So now, let me teach you how to solve this question, because this question is very easy and you are definitely going to see this question in your Jamb UTME 2026. I swear to God. If you don't see this question for your Jamb UTME 2026, unfollow me. All I give are high-hit questions. High-hit questions. This question, they Jamb syllabus. This question and this topic, so e dey Jamb syllabus. And as e dey Jamb syllabus, not only say e dey Jamb syllabus, Jamb dey repeat am every year. So if you snooze, you lose. So now let's destroy this question. Let's read the question. A conductor allows a current of 2 ampere to flow when a potential difference of 10 volts is applied across it. What is the resistance of the conductor? So that's what they said we should look for, the resistance of the conductor. That's it. So I always tell you, before you attempt any physics calculation question, as you finish reading the question, immediately look at the options. Once you look at the options, look at the units that the options are represented in. What units are the options represented in? If you look at the options, they are represented in ohms. And ohm is used to measure resistance, okay? That's the SI unit of resistance. When you look at the options, the units that the options are in, even though you don't know the formula to solve the question, that unit that is in the option can help you to predict the answer using just basic mathematics to arrive at the answer. So you have to now predict according to the units you find in the options. But that does not apply here, because the units for the options we have here is just one unit, which is ohm, and is used to measure resistance. Not like the kilogram per meter square, not like the Newton meter square, not like the meter per second square or the meter per second. If you find those kinds of units in your option, just know what you have to do. You need basic mathematics. Just follow the sequence and do what you are supposed to do. You are going to get the answer correctly, even though you don't know the formula. So let's go back to the question. After looking at the units that, or the SI unit that the options are presented in, the next thing to do is you write out all the things that Jamb gave you in the question, okay? Write them out. First of all, let's destroy this Ohm's law, because we are going to use Ohm's law to solve this, okay? So we are going to use Ohm's law, which is V equal to I times R, where V is voltage, okay? The voltage, that's V, represented as V. This is the Ohm's law equation, the Ohm's law formula. That's what we are going to use to get this resistance, okay? Remember, they say conductor allow current to flow through it, okay? 2 ampere to flow when a potential difference, PD, of 10 volts is applied. So what is the resistance of the conductor? Very, very easy. So this is the formula, V equal to I times R. Remember, we are talking about conductor and we are talking about potential difference. So you know that is Ohm's law, okay? So Ohm's law, that's what you are going to use for metallic conductors, provided that temperature remains constant. So that's it. Is the resistance is directly proportional to the amount of current passing through it, provided that the temperature remains constant. That is the that is Ohm's law for you, as short as that. Resistance directly proportional, or that's the potential difference is directly proportional to the amount of current passing through a metallic conductor, provided that the temperature remains what? Constant. And the metallic conductor could be wire, provided it's a metal and it's a conductor. It could be anything, provided it's a metal. So we already know the formula, given that what? V, which signifies a potential difference, equal to what? The current, which is I is the current, and R is the resistance. So V is equal to I times R. That's the representation of Ohm's law. So what did Jamb give us? We have to write it out. What did Jamb give us? Let's look at what they gave us. They gave us voltage, which is V, and they gave us what? 10 volts. They gave us current, which is I, and is what? 2 ampere. So current is measured in ampere, so 2 ampere. So I represent current, current is measured in 2 ampere. And what are we looking for? What did they say we should find in the question? Let's go back to the question and look at what they said we should find. They say, what is the resistance? They said we should find resistance of the conductor. Now let's go back. So look at what we have here. Resistance, question mark. So we are looking for the resistance. That's what we are looking for. And when you look at this formula for Ohm's law, you have resistance here, and we are looking for resistance. Can you see? So what do you have to do? Since we are looking for resistance, we have to make resistance, this arrow, the first. And that is called making subject of formula. Just as V is the first here, we have to remove V from here and use this arrow to start it, because we are looking for R. Okay? Because the final answer will be R is equal to so ohm as the answer. So we have to make R the subject of the formula so that we obey the normal mathematical rule. So making R the subject of formula, the normal basic mathematics, when you bring R to this side, then it becomes V over I. That's current over I. When you bring R to this side, it becomes V over I, or what? Current over I. So when you make R the subject of formula, R comes to this side, and you are now left with what? V. It's no longer time, so because you brought R to this side, it now becomes V over I. Okay? So R, then we are going to input all we were given. So R is equal to V. What is V? Let's go and find V. V is equal to 10 volts. Okay? That's what we have here. 10 divided by what? I. Okay? Let's go and look at I. What is I? I is equal to what? 2 ampere divided by 2 equal to what? 5. So 10 divided by 2 is what? 5. That's our final answer. So the correct answer is option B. Let's go and look at the options again. These are the options. Option A is wrong. Option D is wrong. Option C is wrong. Or for your correct option, option B. Congratulations on earning this easy mark for your Jamb UTME 2026. Do not forget to subscribe and follow for more at Nkwado Augustine across all social media platforms. Peace!